Hey everybody, we are going to grease our machines. We're working on the HOLiAUMA 15 needle. We'll show you how to grease it. There's only a couple places that need to be greased. It doesn't take a whole lot. This is what I use. It's the Mystic, the number 2 multi-purpose grease. We're going to put some on a Q-tip and grease our machine. So I'm going to be pausing it and start it so you don't have to see me take the covers off and all that. I've already got my cover off of the cam behind the head, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Alright, behind your main unit is this right here. You got 2 screws. You will unscrew them and you will take this off. This is your color change cam. This right here, the brownish colored part, see if I can get a better picture. This is where you're going to put it. Your grease goes right in here. I'm going to use the Q-tip. I'm going to try and hold the phone while I do it. Alright. Just put some grease in through here. Alright, now that we got that in, you can move needle 1 to 15 to get see all these little color change knobs. When you move 1 to 15, it's going to put grease on all of them. We're going to grease these right here. This is your color change knobs, moving from 1 to 15. We're going to move it back to 1. Okay, so now I have my color cam knob. Got my color cam over here. I got that grease. All these have grease on it. So I'm going to put the top back on it. It's just 2 screws. This right here is your Y rail. You have 2, one on each side. We're going to undo the screws. I've already got them undone. There's these 2 here, and then there's 3 screws. Undo it, take it off. You're going to take your grease. There's a belt down in there. This belt right here. You're going to grease it. Do it on top and the bottom. You're going to do it at the front, and you're going to do it at the back. And it goes through another part here in the middle. And I would put some on that. There you go. Now you're going to change from needle 1 to needle 15, and then you're going to do the other side. I'm not going to record that because it's the same as that one. The last place they put grease on is up here on your bar. We're going to change your needle to 15. We're going to put it up on here. Now we're done with the grease. We are now going to oil our machine. I have a few oil pins. That's what I use. Over on the side, you have a couple of holes here. Now you got this hole and this hole. Only takes a couple of drops. On the other side, same thing. Next place you're going to oil is right here. If you got one of these, you put it back there on the spring. Just put a squirt of oil in it. Now if you do it too much, you're going to have oil dripping. If you don't use needle 1 and you're mainly doing 3-4 different needles, make sure you oil them. If you oil the ones you're not using, I use all of mine, then you're going to have too much oil. The next place, you're going to take the screws out and take that off. You're going to put some oil on these springs here. Once you get that done, you can put your faceplate back on and screw it in. Make sure you oil your reciprocator. I just put a couple drops in there. They put oil on the bar, so okay. We now are going to put, you see where your needle goes down, behind that is another hole. Put a drop of oil in there. Unscrew this. This is a good time to make sure it's all clean. This is your knife. Put a drop of oil on that. Don't need much, just a drop. Put a drop of oil in there. Put it behind there. And then you can put this back on. Put your screws in. I'll put a drop of oil in there. Now, where your bobbin area is, oil here. About every 4 bobbin changes, you want to make sure you put some oil in there. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned how to grease and oil your machines. And that's for self-oiling. If you have the ones that do the oil, they have the videos on there. Should be on the HOLiAUMA site. But just know, don't pump the oil. Push it down one time, let it come up on its own. Do it in evening time when you're done, so if it puts out any excess, let it drip out so you don't get it on your garment. You can find me on YouTube, Donna's Embroidery Plus. You can find me on Facebook, Donna's Wooden Art. Now, I will be, in this next week or two, I'm going to do a couple of short live ones of a project I'm working on that you will be able to see at Applique Getaway, the full thing. I will show you the front, I'll show you the back. The pattern is by John Deere, digitizingmadeeasy.com. You can also find him on Facebook. Everybody knows who John Deere is. It's one of his patterns. I think you're all going to love it. You're going to be able to see how the HOLiAUMA stitches out. You can see the digitizing made by John Deere. You'll see the back of it and how nice it looks, and the front of it. And the completed project will be at Applique Getaway in the weekend of July. I think it's the 15th, 16th, and 17th. Hope to see you there. I will be there. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a message on here, message me on Facebook. You can email me if you want. I will try and answer as soon as I see that, and I do have my notifications on to be able to get the stuff. Have a great day.